And so I realized that the first 7 years of a child's life is when they work really hard to indoctrinate them. All right. I've done a video on about spelling and what spelling is. All right. We think spelling is just putting alphabets together to make words. All right. But we don't realize that speaking is spelling, which means to cast a spell. So all the words that you speak are spelling, which is even funnier because most people are scared of things when they hear stuff about spells or rituals or spirituality, but they don't realize all the words they speak out their mouth is spells. That's why they say that you have to be careful what you say, and your words have power, because the words that we know in the English language actually are a derivative and a compound of other words from other languages that have meanings to them. All right. So a lot of the words that you speak, if you ever just take the time to sit down and look up the origin, not only the origin, which means where it came from, like what language it derived from, but also the etymology of it, which is the real meaning behind the word, you'll understand exactly what I mean when I say speaking is spelling, right? So you know that you better be careful what you say, and you listen when people are speaking to you about what they're saying, because sometimes it's a hidden message in there. So what I realize is when she's always like, I'm gonna give you an example. So for instance, like we might be getting ready to go somewhere, and I'm getting all my stuff together. We're getting ready to go out the door. She might be like, do you have your wallet? And I'm like, girl, you not got my damn wallet. But then I might get out of the car, or I might be like, yeah, I got my wallet. So like, leave me alone. Stop trying to check me. But then when I get to the car or look at my purse, I don't have my wallet. After this happened about 5 or 6 times, I said, wait a minute, there's something going on with this. Now, it's not a wallet situation. It would be different things. But every time she asked me, and I'd be like, I wave it off, and then I get ready to check behind myself or check to see what she was asking me. It was something that was there. Like it was a sign telling me that I needed to do this. So I started saying, you know what, let me pay attention to when she's doing it, because it feels like spirit is communicating with me. So like after that, I started listening to when she was saying something like, you got your keys, or did you remember to turn the air conditioner off, or this and the third. I started checking, and sure enough, lo and behold, every time she do that, that's exactly what I needed to do. It was basically what I figured out was it was spirit. It was spirit communicating with me through her. All right, because like I said, the reason I know this is because, like I said, children are very, very connected to the spiritual energy and the spiritual existence of themselves. All right, especially if you don't allow them to be infiltrated by the music, the media, the indoctrination of education, religion, things of that nature. All right. So it's very important. Not only what must we protect children from, the dangers of society and the masses, you also need to protect them as far as protect their spiritual intellect and energy and emotional energy when it comes to spirituality. All right. Because a lot of them are your connection to your